By monitoring and measuring delta T, you can alert customers when their system is not operating as expected and provide them with instructions to contact you for assistance. Before getting started, keep in mind that delta T diagnostics are only available on Prestige IAQ 2.0 systems. To begin the delta T setup process, go to the installer setup screens on Prestige. The first step is to select the return and discharge air sensors. Step 2 is to choose which terminals are wired. Discharge and return air sensors are connected to the S1 and S2 terminals at the equipment interface module. And finally, you'll be prompted by the setup screens to turn on the heat and cool delta T diagnostics. After completing the installer's setup for delta T, you'll be prompted to finish the diagnostic setup. The first step will be to turn on stage 1. When delta T begins to stabilize for stage 1, then turn on stage 2. After delta T begins to stabilize for stage 2, press the Next Step button. The thermostat saves the delta T and runtime data for each stage you test. Next, use the saved test data located in the upper right corner of the screen to set the delta T minimum and maximum limits and the runtime. Press on stage 1 to set limits and runtime. Set appropriate limits and runtime based on the data saved from the equipment test. Press Up/Down. Set appropriate min/max limits. Select a runtime based on when delta T began to stabilize during the equipment test. Press on stages 1, 2 to set limits and runtime. Set appropriate limits and runtime based on the data saved from the equipment test. Press Up/Down. Set appropriate min/max limits. Select a runtime based on when delta T began to stabilize during the equipment test.